Hello everybody, this is Refresh, and I'm here to start another draft for Crimson Vow. It's a premiere draft, and we're going to go ahead and pay our money and get into it. I think it's a little late to get into the games, but I'm going to just try to get a deck together and hopefully play some more games tomorrow. Oh, we are already ready. I like that. Come on, player 8, you can do it. You can just click that button. You can play and get ready. Alright, here we are. Our first pack has a Voldaran Bloodcaster. This thing is really strong. A 2/1 with flying that can transform into basically a bomb, a 3/3 that makes 2/2s is pretty good. I think if it weren't for that, Brambleworm, Runebound Wolf are things that I might consider here. But it's not a very strong pack outside of that, so I will gladly take the easy first pick in this pack. Alright. It's a little early to declare anyone a slow drafter, and I've been the slow drafter myself, so no big deal. But I'm glad to have this, and it really makes me want to play black. It's just so strong. Alright, Audric Bloodcursed is not amazing. The Waltzer could be okay if we're playing like the aggressive vampires deck. Grizzly Ritual is okay. Nothing in black is screaming, this is the card for me. We take the Thirst for Discovery, or we could take the Panicked Bystander. I don't think either of these are great. I might lean towards the Bystander or the Griff Rider. Ritual is probably a little too slow to take early. Malice is, I guess this could get this back, but I think these can be gotten later. I think if anything, maybe the black-white Lifegain deck with a Panic Bystander could be an option here. This is not a strong pack. I'm going to take the Bystander. Skulking Killer is not what we're interested in. We could take a Gift of Fangs. That could work with if we're playing the Vampire Lifegain deck. Specimen could be okay. This could let us splash. Killer is not that amazing. So there's nothing here that really is what we want. We're going to take the bad removal spell. Pummeler is an option. That's actually not that bad. Rot-Tide Gargantua could be alright too. This would lead us towards black-red, but that is not bad. I don't like the Trainee or the Piercing Light that much. But if I'm going to take black, I think the Gargantua is pretty good. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. The Recluse could be alright too. But I can probably get those later. Is the Pummeler good enough? I don't think it is. I think we're going to stay black. Farmer's alright. Gargantua, I don't think I want a second one. Rider and Piercing Light is kind of the worst of the removal spells. Soul Surfer board wouldn't be bad if I were going to play blue. But there's no certainty that I'm going to be doing that. And the Geistlight Snare is definitely the white-blue card, so we'll take the Farmer here. Bat is a payoff for Lifegain, so that's a possibility here. Minister is really good for Lifegain. In fact, I think it's probably more important to get this than the Bat right now. I can probably get Bats all day, which is weird because the 2/2 for 3 with flying, and I feel like, in another life, that was like a better card. Oh, we can take it now. I don't think Lantern's what we're interested in. The Shield Basher is probably not what we're trying to do here. We'll take the Bat. And now, nothing is in color. If we were in red, we could take this. But we don't really have that. I don't think the Rallier is necessarily what we're looking for here, though. So we'll take the Wedding Invitation as a way to get in some damage. Perhaps with a Lifelinker or something like that. And then nothing in color here. We are going to take the Bloody Betrayal, I guess, as a chance that maybe we'll end up moving out of white and into red. And then we can maybe do some sacking or something like that. Alright, so Robsay maybe? I mean, I was slow too, so I'm not really going to count anyone on the count of having 3 packs at once. They could be streaming too, who knows? Alright, here we go. Oh, wow, we got all these back. I mean, we could take Audric and splash them. Like, are we going to play the Griff Rider? I don't think so. Audric is probably not is less interesting than the Waltzer. So I'll take the Waltzer. I'm probably not playing any of these, right? I'll take the Rider. It's a little, the fact that it's single color makes me want it a little bit more. Sure Strike, Servitor. I guess I could take a Servitor. I'm not taking their Nurturing Presence, right? I mean, that is an option, but I think the Servitor and its blood is potentially better here. I'm not really into the Phalanx, so we'll take the Piercing Light as a bad removal spell. I don't really care for either of these. I have enough Soul Surfer board, so I'll just take that. And Dread Fugue, it's not that interesting. I think Bleed Dry is the easy first pick here. Bloodcraze Socialite coming back wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind this Undying Malice or the Blood Feud coming back as well. Inspired Idea is a good card, but ship has sailed. We're definitely on to black, and Bleed Dry is an easy pick. Black, I like Innocent Traveler and Wedding Security. I think both of them are pretty good. We are a little less on blood and a little more, so, but I think the fact that you can draw a card is pretty good here, and I'll take that. Hope that the Traveler comes back around, maybe. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. I'm not high on this Gargantua. I'll need some sort of sack outlet for that to be good. But so far, you know, I would love to get more blood options. So I do, for the Bloodcasters, I do want to keep an eye out for that. Because I guess when other creatures die, so this does feed itself. It has to be another non-token creature I control, though. Okay, so that is something to pay attention to. I don't know how much I care about this Griff Rider. I might pitch this too. Yeah. It's alright, okay. Gain 3 or more life, then it transforms. Got it. So that's when my creatures die, or other creatures. Giraffe is really strong. I'm almost tempted to splash for it. I mean, certainly better than Vampire's Kiss. Beguiler. I think Ancestor might be good enough, though. That's a nice life gain card there. It looks like nobody's in red and white, though, because that got passed by, really. Yeah, I'm not going to, like, get into zombies right now. We'll just take the kind of Ancestor. Take the good card and color while it's there. Griff Rider, I'm hoping, is not what we're playing, so I'd like to get rid of that. Slightly slower, but not a big deal. I don't know how much I want this Gargantua either. We'll see. Hopefully they'll get more removal. Gift of Finks is not bad if I have some vampires. I have 2. Okay, it's not that good either. I may pitch that. Piercing Light is a little... yeah, I don't know. Cemetery Illuminator is really good. I think we're taking the removal, though. I mean, this is really strong, but we're not in that color. This is, like, unquestionable removal, and I will gladly take that. It's only bad against one deck. Or it's bad against other decks that have exploit creatures, but it's not like the biggest deal in the world. That it also gets a possible blood token is not the worst thing either. Would like to replace the Servitor, but this is where we're at right now. I have 3 cards that I'm definitely not playing. I'm hoping to replace some of this stuff. I'll take the Specimen, I guess. Is a Vampire Slayer what we need? Do we just need a 2-drop? And I kind of think we do, but I think the Specimen as a 1-drop serves a similar purpose. I don't really want too many Piercing Lights. This I can exploit, or, you know, have it die and get some of these death triggers. So I'll take the Specimen. In this case, I will take another Bleed Dry easy. Mind Leech School would have been the other choice, but we are not passing Bleed Dries here. I'm surprised that it came back around. Okay, so Rob Say is definitely the slow drafter at this table. I would like more payoffs. Panic Bystander is not the best payoff. I'd like to get rid of the Griff Rider, but we're not there yet either. Alright. Dawnheart Geist, not great. I like the Kindly Ancestor. I think a Ceremonial Knife wouldn't be the worst in this deck, but it's also not great. I think we don't pass this because it's just so good for what we're doing. Geist would be good if I had more enchantments, but I do not have many, right? Yeah, it's just that Ancestor is the only enchantment. Or I guess Sigarda. Alright, well, we took the Ancestor. We'll take the 2-drop. We can take this one or this one. I think having this one as guaranteed card advantage might be better than the Mind Leech School for my particular deck. So we'll take that 2-drop. We're going to take the Griff Rider and pop it out for now. It may come back in, but our 3s are really stacked here. I don't love Persistent Specimen, but it does play a role in this deck. Alright, Dreadfew coming back is not the worst thing in the world. That gets rid of one card, and I certainly like it better than the Nurturing Presence. I might not keep that, though. Heron of Hope does play into what this deck is trying to do with Lifegain, so we can take that. Again, not a high choice here, but it's a choice. It could possibly make the deck. I have 2 good pieces of removal. Do I want the Spirit or do I want the Vampire's Kiss? I'm not really going to play either. I'm going to take this because it kind of plays into what my themes are, but I'm hoping not to play that. Probably won't. I'm pretty close to a deck already. Not a great deck, but a deck. Oh, we'll take another Piercing Light. I don't think I want 2 Wedding Invitations. I don't love Piercing Light. Well, at this point, I'm definitely not playing that Piercing Light. We have a whole other pack to go. Just would like some more 2-drops. Supernatural Rescue is not what we're looking to play. Headless Rider is good. I mean, that's a 2 for 1. What am I passing up for it? This, no. This, no. This, no. This, no. I mean, I'm guessing one of these 3 will come back around, so I'll take the 2 for 1 here. I think I have a lot of zombies either, right? Yeah, I don't have a lot of zombies, so that's not a big deal. I don't want the trainee. I don't want this. I guess I can take this as a 2-drop. Not the best 2-drop in the world, but we can make something of it, possibly. I do not want more than 1 Gift of Fangs. Or Adamant Will, so yeah. We're on Ragged Recluse here. I just need 2-drops. That's not the best 2-drop, but it is a 2-drop. I could cut Dreadfugue as well if we get better cards. And oh, there's a Markov Purifier. Now that is a payoff. Would love to get a Bloodcraze Socialite, but yeah, we're going to take the best payoff for being in Lifegain that we've seen so far. We're passing a Fierce Retribution. Willing to do so for, yeah, that card for sure. And now we have a lot of cards that work together. I think the Servitor can get the cut here. And maybe we'll cut the Dreadfugue as well. Oh, wow, look at this. Voice of the Blessed is a Lifegain payoff. Yeah, seems pretty good. I mean, it's a 2-mana 2/2 that just gets stronger. What else is it? I guess the Drog Skull. It is a little harder to play because of the double white, but I mean, what are we facing? It's facing the Arm the Cathars. Not bad. Infantry and Rottai Gargantua. Voice of the Blessed is the one to take. I guess the Diagraph Scavenger actually works pretty well with this deck as well. We'll take that. Okay, now we are getting to the point where we're making some more cuts. I think Fugue can go. It's just okay. I think Specimen might be able to go too. Okay, we're not playing any of these things, right? I guess we'll take what? The Rottai Gargantua? We'll take a Bordered Windows for the board. We're not playing any of this. Dawnhide Geist, because it plays into the Lifegain themes, but we don't have any enchantments except for like maybe the Sigardus and the Kindly Ancestors. Probably not good enough for this, but we will put it in the board. We gotta make cuts anyways. We are close to the final deck already. Recluse might not make it, but it does have some sort of play with what we're doing. We don't have any sack outlets, which is kind of bad. Oh, I guess we have the Ratai Gargantua. Wait, why do I want sack outlets for this? I don't. I want discard outlets. We don't have a lot of blood generation here, so that's something I want to keep an eye on. What do we have here? Socialite's a pretty good card. Radiant Grace is not really what we're looking for. Unholy Efficient is definitely not what we're looking for. We're not going to play with that, so we'll take the 4-drop, and we don't want any of these. I'm not playing any of these, right? So I'll take the Efficient, just put it in the board. I'm not playing it. Just, you know, just to have some efficiency. Of these, how many vampires do I have? 4? I guess I could keep the gift. I can cut a piercing light. That is probably the worst of the removals. Good on creatures. I can probably cut something. Recluse plays. Infantry is a decent 2-drop. I don't really want any of these. I'll take the uncommon for fault damage. Heron could get the cut, possibly. Socialite could get the cut. Gargantua could get the cut. I'll take this now. I'm not playing it. Guess we can keep the Gargantua. I'm not playing any of these. I will take the Impulse for the board. I'm not playing it. We're really close. We gotta make 2 cuts here. A lot of these actually play. Oh, we don't want 2 Wedding Invitations, so that's 1 cut. We'll put this here. Okay. And then I'm not playing either of these. I haven't drafted any of those because it's terrible, so we'll just put it in there. This is a deck. It's not a great deck, but it is a deck. There is 2 payoffs for going white. 10 or more +1/+1 counters. That's probably not what we're doing. We're just going to try to get to 4. We have some means of gaining life, so that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not playing that. Okay, so we just gotta make a cut. It might be the Gargantua or the Socialite. We don't have a lot of generation for. We don't have a ton of removal. I guess we have the 2 bleed dries and the Sigarda's Imprisonment. It might be good enough to pitch either the gift or the piercing light. Or maybe I just drop a creature. Or the Wedding Invitation. I think the Invite's good. I like that as a means of getting myself in for the final hit. Socialite's good. Scavenger's good. Security's good. We don't have a lot of blood token generation, so maybe the security is weaker. We have the Socialite. We have the Bloodletter. We have the second half of Imprisonment. It's not a lot. Do I have any other blood token generation? Let's see. Oh, Vampire's Kiss, but I do not want to play that as my blood token generator. And we have the Blood Servitor, which we also don't really want to play. So maybe Wedding Security as a 5-mana 4/4 that very rarely will draw us a card is probably too much. My curve is a little on the lower side. I could cut like a land and put in something very low. In that case, it would be the Vampire's Kiss, Dread Fugue. Maybe a Piercing Light. I don't think any of that is worth it. But it is, I will be drawing a lot of lands that I don't want. I guess it's not the worst thing. I have what this is for. This gets returned. This dying is not the worst thing in the world. It really just plays with this, right? We don't have any other sacrifice outlets. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe this is the deck. I'm not playing Supernatural Rescue. I'm not playing Dread Fugue. I mean, there's an argument for Dread Fugue. Maybe for Vampire's Kiss and Wedding Security as a package, like putting them both in, taking something out, and then that adds a little bit more, but we're not really doing that. Yeah, we don't want the Blood Servitor in there because we need that to get enough blood to make that work. So yeah, I think this is the deck. We'll see if I need to cut a land, but I don't think I do. I guess the we don't have any other zombies, right? We have 2 zombies, 3 zombies. That's not a lot. I have this, the Headless Rider, and what's the other zombie? I don't have anything big, do I? Oh, the Diagraph Scavenger. Those are the 3 zombies, so there's not a lot of chance to get a 2-tube, but I think the 2-for-1 is good enough here. We don't have any other zombies anyways. We don't have a lot of vampires, so maybe the security is good. And the persistent specimen is too much. Like we're trying to get it to get some benefit off of dying, but we only have the 1 Rottai Gargantua. Alright, we'll cut that. We'll put back in the Wedding Security. Just as a body, I think. And I think that's going to be the deck. It's not a great deck, but it is a deck. It has some good synergy and 1 really strong card, and I think that's probably enough to get this to work. I could put in more Piercing Light, I guess. But I'm not really high on that card. Like, that and Gift of Fangs are kind of some of my weaker cards here. So I think I'm going to keep it like this. And that is going to be it. We'll just, you know, the land seemed good. So we're done here. And that will be it. Let me know what your thoughts were about this deck in the comments. If you would have made some other choices, also let me know what those would be. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my streams, you can hit subscribe. This is Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.